And I'd just like to say that is only a very small part of the many interviews that we have got as part of our investigation into the syndicate. Already many of our viewers are telling us that they would like to see the longer conversation with the Bidhannagar mayor and Sabyasachi, and that is exactly what we intend to do. We will be putting out the larger excerpts of the whole conversation with Sabyasachi, the Bidhannagar mayor, Mamta's right-hand man, the point person for the boom towns of Rajarhat, Salt Lake City, so that the people of the city, Kolkata and Bengal know the rot that has crept into the system. On the debate tonight, Nilanjana Chakraborty, Joydeep Mukherjee, our social activist and advocate of the Supreme Court, Anand Gupta is spokesperson of the Builders Association of India, Saba Naqvi, senior journalist, Fuad Halim of the CPIM, Jayanto Ghoshal, who's from the Ananda Bazar Patrika, he's based in Delhi, Siddharth Nath Singh of the BJP. We actually gave in a request this morning to the Trinamool Congress, and we told them that we are doing a story on the syndicate and they should be part of the debate. We put in an official request. Within 10 minutes, we got a reply that the Trinamool Congress has decided that they cannot send anybody on the Newshour tonight. So the Trinamool Congress, and I'm placing it on record, is hiding from a debate on the syndicate. When we wrote to them, they said we will not send a representative on the Newshour. Obviously, the Trinamool Congress only wants to participate in TV program debates which suit them, where they're asked comfortable questions, and where, unfortunately, the whole idea of a syndicate is never spoken about. Now, what we are revealing tonight is an open mafia. This is a mafia, and my first question is to Nilanjana Chakraborty. Tell me, if such a major mafia exists, and it has flourished under the Mamata Banerjee government, even after the Kolkata Flyover tragedy, why is nobody talking about it? Why is it Kolkata's best known fact and worst kept secret?
Arnab, the first thing I'd like to really point out is I'm here on your debate today as a concerned citizen of Calcutta. I'm not a political analyst, neither do I understand the dynamics of politics. I can just put it this way, that whatever has happened is absolutely horrific and bizarre. The guilty need to be punished. We need to initiate measures which are remedial in nature, and definitely whatever's been exposed, whatever's being shown, investigation has to be done neutrally. We need to have quality checks. I am a common citizen of Calcutta, and I'm really worried as to what is happening. We are actually in the seismic zone. Calcutta is in the seismic zone, so we need to have a contingency plan.
Well, why is nobody...
Whoever does it, whether it is the center, state do it together.
The point is, all this concern is fine, but the syndicate has grown. It's a mafia. In Kolkata, if you want to construct anything from a hut to a building, you have to go to a group of people who are connected with the ruling party, and they will provide the construction material. And you have the mayor, Jayanto Ghoshal, you have the mayor of Bidhannagar, a mayor in Kolkata, who is openly saying that he knows about the syndicate. And he says there are 20,000 members of the syndicate in my area and they all work for me. And I turn a blind eye to what they are doing so that when election time comes, they all work for me. So in other words, the mayor is fully aware of the existence of the syndicate, is allowing it to grow, and he actually is justifying it. So in a way, he's indirectly a patron of the syndicate. This is organized corruption, and yet I find it absolutely strange that even after the Kolkata Flyover tragedy, nobody is talking about it. Jayanto Ghoshal, why?
You see, I agree with you, Arnab, today, that this is mafia culture of Bengal, and it may be that Sabyasachi is correct that it started in the CPM time, but that doesn't mean that you have to be the extension of that mafia Raj. We expected Parivartan, and this is not Parivartan, because this is a lumpenization of politics, this is corruption. And you see the flyover disaster, it's a catastrophe.
Sting, the sting. Let's get. We're getting a lot of political reactions to our story, and so what we are going to do is, in the course of this debate, I have decided that Jayanto Ghoshal, many of our viewers want to see chunks of that conversation with the Bidhannagar mayor. The problem is we don't have translations for all of them, but I will not let that come in the way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that entire sequence that we recorded secretly with the Bidhannagar mayor. I'll cut it into 3 big chunks and I'll play it on the course of the debate. Should I do that? Let's expose the reality of what is happening. So I'm going to cut the whole thing into 3 chunks so people can realize what happens. Now, Saba, before I come to you, this sting reveals, and we told the Trinamool Congress to come on the debate. They said no.
Yeah.
Siddharth Nath Singh, as the sting reveals, we did a sting, we are forced to do a sting because that was the only way to get these politicians on record. This sting reveals, as per the acknowledgement of a serving mayor, a member of the Mamata Banerjee's Trinamool Congress, that there is a syndicate operating in West Bengal where local men, unemployed men, with the support of the ruling party, have a monopoly over the construction material business that includes bricks, sand and stone chips to those who acquire land. As per the sting, the syndicate is a parallel entity that operates as a seller to those seeking to develop property aside for the market. And as per the sting, the syndicate includes the ranks of locals who sell construction material at a price that is higher than what is available elsewhere. I'm going to run those 3 chunks. The moment they are ready, I'll tell our viewers, and our producers will tell me. I'll put it on as Siddharth. Can you?
Arnab?
Siddharth, yes, please.
Arnab, let me first congratulate you and Times Now to pull out this sting. It is something, it was a kind of a hidden secret, but it was an open secret, but nobody had the guts to talk about in Bengal. And let me tell you, even the journalists, few of the media houses, maybe 1 or 2, but overall the journalists are scared to even raise these questions to the TMC leadership. So let me congratulate you. This is something which Jayanto has said is a reality, that it started during the CPIM as called local communities. In 2005, Gautam Dev of CPM came as a housing minister. He started forming syndicates, but Mamata Banerjee flourished it and has institutionalized the entire operation, budgeting it. Arnab, please look at the budgets. If you look at the budget of the government under TMC, first year, 15 crores has been given to the clubs. Clubs are called syndicates. Then next year it goes to about 25-30. Last year they have given 115 crores. Now these are the syndicates or clubs you may call. They are being provided funds through the honest taxpayers' money. And that's how they flourish. It's a nexus. If you look at the Narada Singh, you look at the IPS officer, he openly says, I collect on behalf of Mukul Roy, I can get even the any appointment, I can reach to the Mamata Banerjee through the Abhishek Banerjee. This is a whole nexus. Now, if you go and complain, the police comes to your door and they threaten you. The syndicates won't allow you to even campaign properly here. These are the realities which I'm facing, and the political class is facing, the public is facing, and this nexus runs right from Mamata Banerjee down to the lower level, which is called local communities as syndicates, and you can't do anything, and therefore the public is very, very scared.
Okay, so
And,
the moment...
and therefore, nobody has the guts to raise on the TMC Setu gate, what has happened, that is the collapse of the Vivekanand Bridge.
Well, I mean, you know, let's see if we are getting a few political reactions also to this. Now, the Trinamool Congress says that we are not the only ones who are running the syndicate. Now, is that any argument here? Fuad, Halim, the person in this, we have the Bidhannagar mayor, we have a mayor from Kolkata who has given us a full detailed explanation of the syndicate. But his defense is that this is a CPM creation. We have only inherited it. That is the argument of the Trinamool Congress. He says this is a CPM creation, we have purely and only inherited it. For Halim.
No, the Trinamool Congress has not inherited the syndicate. It's an economic structure that they have created themselves. What people are alluding to during the time of the left, one has to qualitatively differentiate supplying materials to the flyover and the people whose land were acquired, and those people whose lands once acquired by the government would be given an opportunity in the development of that land if a developer became associated with that land. That's a qualitatively different thing. And today the syndicates are not only people who have lost their lands to government acquisition, but they are people of all colors who have associated with the syndicate. So you're talking of the sky and the earth. It's two different things, what the left wanted and what the Trinamool is doing here. Now one has to understand, with the truncation of the economic opportunity
Can I come
property
in on
development in Calcutta, there is a great people who are actually what you call fighting amongst themselves, and which is why
he says,
in the flyover,
the Bidhannagar mayor says that you also have, he said that I have about 20,000 people who are part of the syndicate who work with me, but he says
Arnab,
there are 2,000 or 3,000 people who are also working with the left, and he also says there are some people who are working with the BJP.
I want to talk about the
Is this
qualitative
true?
difference.
Pardon me? No, one second. I think Joydeep also wants to come in. Joydeep. Let Joydeep come in. I think Joydeep also
Can some of us get in?
Yes, Joydeep.
Arnab, can I get in?
So it'll be to a great
Respected Mr. Goswami, very good evening. So I just want to remember you the one thing. I'm just reminding you one thing, that the can I proceed?
Yeah, go on.
Hello. So the land acquisitions was made by in the Newtown Rajarhat. It's made by the CPIM party at that time, and the syndicate is the father of the syndicate was late Subhash Chakraborty, who was a minister in the Jyoti Basu's cabinet, also in the Buddhadev Bhattacharya's cabinet. He was the main person that for creations of the syndicate in the Newtown Rajarhat area. And when the flat culture and the apartment culture came to in Bengal society, from that time the syndicate
at that point of
because
time,
syndicate is a social disease. I cannot
community, people who had lost their lands were allowed to participate in the development of the land. So in terms of compensation,
I have a serious objection here.
Compensation is a separate thing. Compensation is a separate thing, and syndicate is a separate thing. The syndicate was started by late Subhash Chakraborty by the indulgences of the late Chief Minister Jyoti Basu, and it is a fact that all goons and criminals, they were under the shelter of the late Subhash Chakraborty, and it became a social disease.
But given this opportunity, you please justify why was the syndicate allowed to supply material to the flyover who had lost land?
The flyover incident is a separate thing. The flyover incident is a separate thing, and the syndicate is a separate thing.
Under the Trinamool regime, we have seen that the syndicate has flourished, where they are actually
Trinamool regime is only 4 years, only 5 years, and the last 5 years, and the last of CPIM regimes in Bengal is the last 34 years.
By your own argument, you are accepting that there is a qualitative difference between people who lose their land, giving them an opportunity to be part and parcel of the development of the land, and people who are actually what you call as parasites, as what you call predators, moving around the state of West Bengal to put their finger into every pie that's being what you call baked. That is a qualitative difference. What we have seen here is that the syndicate has supplied material. That subcontractor is a relative of one of the MLAs in the area, in our own area. But let's not forget that the MLA of the area, she is now disowning her own relative, and she is saying that she doesn't know that he is supplying materials of there.
Did the syndicate? No, Fuad Halim. No, one second. Fuad Halim. Are we sure? No, one second. Are we sure that anyone with contacts to the syndicate provided any material to the flyover? Now, I don't know about that, but I want to show our viewers something. Viewers will know that over the last 4 or 5 days, one thing the Trinamool Congress has specialized in is condemn this company called the IVRCL, the Hyderabad-based company. Now, Saba, let me draw your attention to something. This is a letter from the office of the chief engineer, AD sector of the Kolkata Metropolitan Development Authority, which was written on the 26th of December 2012. Jayanto, Ghoshal, this letter is of great significance because, as you know, the Trinamool Congress has said we don't like this company IVRCL. Everything that is wrong with this flyover, the company is responsible. That's what we have heard them say, right? Now, Saba, let me tell you that in 2012, the Kolkata Metropolitan Development Authority, which is run by the Trinamool Congress, was acting like advocates for the company called IVRCL, saying that the delay in the project even 4 months after the company had busted its deadlines, was due to the people of the area and not because of the company. In fact, it gave justifications for not taking any penal action against this particular company because they said the delay of completion is not considered to be the fault of the agency. In other words, the Kolkata Municipal Metropolitan Development Authority, which is run by Mamata Banerjee's Trinamool Congress, was backing the incompetence of this same company called IVRCL in December 2012. And now that the flyover has collapsed, they say we blame IVRCL. Well, how will they explain till 3 or 4 years back they were backing the IVRCL?
Arnab, absolutely. Arnab, absolutely. This is a very classic case of the nexus between politicians and builders. And the footage that you've shown of the mayor of Calcutta, it really looks like a scene from an old Hindi film where the politician is talking about the builders and how people will pay for his campaign. It's sort of, reality sounding like, it looks like that. But I want to make just 1 or 2 points here about, West Bengal has always had, even at the time of the left, when it disintegrated into the cadres becoming goons. But I think the difference between the left and the Trinamool is that the communists were so inefficient in many things that they were not corrupt on the scale in which the Trinamool is corrupt. So because we've seen corruption random,
Saba.
and so the same sort of beating the cadre, creating these structures, people have moved over. Yes.
Saba,
Yes, Arnab. I know you're going to disagree with me, but I think they were so inefficient they couldn't even do.
No, I want to play a little bit more of this clip. And I think the people across this country should hear the mayor of Bidhan Nagar. And by the way, Jayanto, as you know, this mayor was appointed last year by Mamata Banerjee directly. He is Mamata Banerjee's point man for Newtown, Rajarhat and Salt Lake, which are the boom town suburbs of Kolkata. I don't want to shock our viewers, but this, you need to hear this. This is we are compelled tonight to show this as part of a sting operation because he was not talking to us on record. But some of what he told us off record is so stunning that we need to put this out, especially in the aftermath of the Vivekananda flyover tragedy. Can I just run 1.5 minutes more of this clip? I'll keep the viewers on the other side. Just listen to this, please. Just listen. Yes, please.
तो ये जो 20,000 आपने जो कहा ना कि 20,000 लोग हैं, ये 20,000 लोग कौन है? Like
totally they are from the residents of that area.
ये 20,000 लोग बोले तो न्यूटाउन के
हाँ वो इतना बड़ा है वहाँ का वोटर है बोलो टोटली वोटर है 20,000 into 5 पकड़ लीजिए 1 लाख
कितने आपके कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी में कितने लोग हैं? वोटर्स कितने?
2,25,000
उसमें 20,000
yes
20,000
yes
सिंडिकेट मेंबर्स आते हैं
yes एक
और ये आपके ही लोग हैं जैसे
नहीं मेरा आदमी नहीं है उसमें कुछ सीपीएम का भी है कुछ बीजेपी का भी है
टीएमसी का भी है
टीएमसी का भी है
तो इसको रोक नहीं सकते क्या? लाइक रियलिटी क्या है?
ग्राउंड रियलिटी उन लोगों को जब मैं दूसरा रोजी रोटी नहीं दे पाऊंगा तो 20,000 आदमी को बेघर मतलब भूखे मरने के लिए 20,000 आदमी तक भूखा मरेगा नहीं सरकार उगड़ जाएगा 20,000 आदमी अगर कहीं बोले कि तुम भूखे मर जाओ उसमें 2,000 भी गुंडा बन जाएगा पेट किसी का नहीं सुनता है 2,000 भी गुंडा बन जाएगा तो सरकार का शक्ति का तो ला देगा
आपका भी सबका मजबूरी होता है कि
It's incredible. You heard that, Jayanto Ghoshal, he says, Sarkar gir jayegi. Siddharth Singh, and I'm telling you tonight, I'm going to show more chunks. And I request all our viewers tonight to wait and hold on because I'm going to show almost the entire sequence which is part of a sting operation on the Kolkata mayor, the Bidhan Nagar mayor. He says today, Jayanto Ghoshal, Sarkar gir jayegi agar hum syndicate ke khilaf kuch karenge. 20,000, he proudly says, I have 20,000 members of the syndicate who are personally working under me. He's very proud of that fact. And then he says that if I don't allow them to do the syndicate work, they will turn into gundas. I mean, what are they right now, if not gundas? Jayanto Ghoshal, what is going on? A mayor of Bidhan Nagar is saying that I am allowing 20,000 people to do syndicate work under me. I mean, will the people of Kolkata and the people of Bengal allow this to go unchecked? And I have not even run the main parts of this interview, I can tell you. Jayanto, Ghoshal. We have got Mohammed Salim on the line. Lot of reactions coming in from Kolkata. Jayanto, Ghoshal, please. What do you make of this?
This is I mean, it is lamentable, and this is a murder of democracy, because you know, this syndicate, the socio-economic conditions are bad, it's fact, and the per capita income of Bengal is very bad. Everybody knows that there is a problem of unemployment. That is also true, but that doesn't mean that you will run the show through your partycracy. Through your party men, you will recruit, and the cement, the materials, they will supply, and even the rate of the materials they will decide, and it is not sir jhuka ke. Actually everybody is afraid, and all the citizen of Salt Lake, Rajarhat, you just cross check with the people who build the houses through the syndicate. They will tell you that we are forced to take the cement from them, otherwise we cannot stay there. I have some friends who actually narrated lot of stories on syndicate. So this syndicate culture is completely unacceptable, and what Sabyasachi is saying, it is, I can't
Should
believe.
I run one more chunk?
One person of Trinamool Congress, and he is the mayor, and he is saying this. You know, Arnab, I am not popularly known as a anti-Mamta. I have a very personal relationship with Mamta that Salim, Siddharth, everybody knows. But it is not anything personal. This is the state of West Bengal. This is the agony of Bengal.
Mohammed Salim. Mohammed Salim is with us on the one line. Politburo member of the CPIM. Politburo member of the CPIM. Mohammed Salim is with us tonight. The Kolkata Syndicate, a huge talking point tonight. Huge talking point nationally. And Mohammed Salim, I have not even run yet the most important and stunning part. So would you like to react now, or would you like to hear one more part of what the Honorable Mayor of Bidhanagar says about the syndicate?
I'm watching this unfolding story, and I will wait for the rest of the thing, but I must congratulate you and that Times Now also, that you are showing. It's an eye-opener. Now what every people in Calcutta, all the citizens know, in Bidhanagar particularly and New Town, now you have exposed the mayor. Earlier, some goons were there, some satraps were there. Now it's patronized by the ministers, chief minister, and mayor. And they have become it's a cartelization of criminals and the suppliers and the politicians. And this is just ruining not only the culture and politics, but also the democratic aspiration of Bengal and the economy itself.
Yeah, I somewhere believe that the Trinamool Congress wants to hide from the debate tonight. And I have not been able to understand. And if any of you know, viewers, any Trinamool Congress leaders, please call them tonight and ask them that why are they hiding from such a big development? Does the Trinamool Congress have no principled position on corruption? Does the Trinamool Congress have no principled position on criminals? Does the Trinamool Congress have no principled position on the mafia? I mean, is it good to be a runaway from big story debates like this? Anyway, now let me run one more chunk, Mohammed Salim. And this entire story broken by Times Now's deputy news editor, Prema Sridevi. She's in Kolkata. She's going to be joining us live. She's in fact there with us. We're going to be talking to her in a minute on how she found all this out. Here's one more chunk with our compliments to the Trinamool Congress. And if you know anyone from the Trinamool Congress, you can tweet them. You can ask them what they think about the syndicate. This is one more chunk. This is actually a mayor in Kolkata. He's the mayor of Bidhanagar. Is he a powerful man? The mayor of Bidhanagar, is he a powerful man?
No.
Is he a powerful man?
Very powerful.
Very powerful, says Siddharth Singh. Well, here this very powerful politician, right-hand man of Mamta Banerjee, go into some more details about the syndicate.
And to Mukul Roy.
20,000 लोग हैं, वो TMC के syndicate है या क्योंकि आपके पास CPM का भी syndicate है?
CPM का भी
है। अलग सा 20,000 है?
नहीं, पूरा मिला के पकड़ लीजिए 20-22 हजार आदमी इस कारोबार में जुड़ा हुआ है।
तो उसमें CPM के कितने होंगे?
CPM के हैं 2-2.5 हजार है।
2,500।
2-2.5 हजार है। सिंडिकेट नहीं, आदमी। उसमें वो लोग आपस में वो लोग कोऑपरेटिव बना के रखते हैं। और वो बीजेपी के भी है, बीजेपी का भी है। हाँ, सभी पार्टी के हैं। आदमी का
सिंडिकेट आप ज्यादा
टीएमसी का नहीं है, टीएमसी का सपोर्टर ज्यादा है। सिंडिकेट में पकड़ लीजिए, सिंडिकेट मतलब क्या, कोऑपरेटिव लोग बनाते हैं कि 5,000 10,000 आपसे 10,000 रुपया लिया,
वही तो आप उसको कोऑपरेटिव करेंगे, हम उसको सिंडिकेट करेंगे,
जो भी कीजिए, अब बात एक ही है, लेकिन वो लोग एक 20 आदमी मिला के एक कोऑपरेटिव बना,
मैं वो समझ गई, मैं ये कह रही हूँ
उसमें 20 आदमी में, नहीं मैं आपको पूरा समझा देता हूँ, 20 आदमी में पकड़ लीजिए, 20 एक ग्रुप बना लिया, चाहे आप कोऑपरेटिव बोलिए चाहे सिंडिकेट बोलिए, जो बोलिए, 20 आदमी का ग्रुप बना लिया। उस 20 आदमी के ग्रुप में पकड़ लीजिए 4 लड़के हैं बीजेपी के या सीपीएम के, 2 लड़के हैं बीजेपी के बंदे, 12 लड़के हैं टीएमसी के बंदे। ये आपस में ये लोग गांव में ना सब मिलजुल के करता है कि मतलब आपस में ऐसा नहीं है कि तुम बीजेपी हो तो तुमको नहीं मिलेगा या सीपीएम हो तो
अगर सीपीएम के 2-2.5 हजार है तो फिर 20,000 में बाकी सब किसके हैं? टीएमसी का भी,
टीएमसी का सपोर्टर है, बीजेपी
वो ज्यादा है क्या? क्योंकि सरकार को ज्यादा सपोर्ट करते हैं।
सरकार का बात नहीं है, मैं इसका साथ दिया क्योंकि मैं इनसे कुछ लिया नहीं हूं, लेकिन इनका साथ दिया।
You know, and we are going to show the main chunk. It actually comes after this. So he slowly gets into the conversation and then he begins to reveal everything. And let me tell you, Joydeep Mukherjee, how it happens. When we first spoke to him on record, he denied everything as usual. And then he called us back. And then this conversation was recorded. Joydeep Mukherjee, I mean, are people scared of the Trinamool Congress? What is the reason? The Mamata Banerjee doesn't know about the syndicate? No, Mamata does not. The syndicate acts with such impunity in West Bengal today that at the construction site of the proposed West Bengal Judicial Authority, workers were beaten up because the contractor bypassed the local syndicate. If the judiciary is not spared, even the judiciary in Bengal today is not spared.
No, in 2011, under the leadership of Mamata Banerjee, the entire democracy was restored, which was the...
This is democracy. You're saying this is democracy. This is democracy. Siddharth Nath Singh. No, this is democracy.
No, I am...
This is democracy at work. We'll play one more part, the one after this. Siddharth Nath Singh. Siddharth. This is democracy.
It's a farce if somebody tries to say democracy was restored. It is a mirror image and a worse mirror image that we are seeing. 34 years is exactly what Mamata has done. It's an extension of 34 years.
It is also in Noida, Delhi and other places of India. And why particularly Kolkata is mentioning in this debate, I don't know.
Oh.
It is a social disease. It is all over India.
Why don't you expose the other areas? Let's talk about Bengal. Let's talk about the syndicate operation in Bengal. How the things have deteriorated with something was started by the CPIM and mastered by the Mamata Banerjee. And how?
Chakraborty.
Does it give you the right? Does it give the right to Mamata Banerjee to continue? That was the Parivartan she had called. We all know what Jyoti Basu and Buddhadev Bhattacharya did. But Parivartan didn't mean this. That you continue with the local community. You continue with the mafia nexus. This is the problem. They are not party cadres. They have been made
directly involved with the
There is an unemployment and it is an exploitation of the unemployed people.
And how does Mamata Banerjee say that her call for all party members to keep away from
the CPM, TMC have exploited the unemployed youth of the Bengal.
The Vidhan Nagar election, how it was conducted, we've got 20
last 34 years
journalists who were assaulted during this election. We know very well as to why these journalists were assaulted. What happened during the Vidhan Nagar elections? How the goons had a free run of the entire area.
And
the polling booth and everything.
Was dominated by CPIM MLA, CPIM MP.
And we have
started the syndicate.
Mayor who is elected.
Tell me. Joydeep said, tell me this. Tell me this. You know this incredible man. Is Mohammed Salim here on the phone? Mohammed Salim, are you there? No. Okay, this is Mohammed. Anyway, this question goes to everyone. Jayanto, my question goes to you. This incredible man, right, who should get an award of some kind tonight, I'm sure, from the people of Kolkata. This man, Sabyasachi, he's the mayor. He says that this is some kind of cooperative. What kind of cooperative is this?
Yeah.
Is this the Amul of Amul of the construction
election
sector?
or no election?
No, is this the Amul of the construction sector? Is it registered with the Register of Cooperatives?
Election or no election, Mamta should take action against him now.
Well, I don't know if she will take action against him. Will she take action against him?
How will she take action, Jayanto?
No, but she won't. No?
Has she
Jayanto,
taken
we
action
know she
against any
won't.
of those who have been caught taking money?
I mean, Jayanto.
Do you
I mean,
all know what is the relationship between
Jayanto,
him?
there
you
should
know,
be some
I know she will not
accountability
take action.
in public life. You should. No, actually, it is not the issue
No,
of
Jayanto,
election.
I just want to say,
It's
Jayanto,
the
you're
issue
saying
of
she
the
should, but she won't,
accountability
no?
and
She's not taken action against anyone, you know.
Yeah. No. But you can raise the demand.
I mean,
you
she's
can,
not.
We can
So this will-
we can
she
raise
just-
the demand. We can put the pressure. That is
Of
democracy.
course, you can raise the demand.
Well, should I? I mean, I'm
Yeah,
going
no, of course we should do
That's
that.
it.
But I mean, the reality is, you know, you just said that Mamta should take action. But I think we all know she will not take any action. That is
People who
how
are at
you know,
every
our
level of
democratic
elected
values have
office,
just
starting
collapsed,
from an
and Mamta
MP,
is the front runner in this election.
The political
But I just
culture is
want to
also
say
like this
that
now in the West
a lot
Bengal.
of anger against her is
with
building
their
up.
hands in
You know,
accepting
this-
money,
this is just this,
and we have no response
no.
from the Trinamool party. We have the official stand where Mamta says that none of our party members have to be associated with the syndicate. Here we have on camera somebody saying that he leads the syndicate. Now, the Trinamool Congress is definitely not going to respond because these are the people with whom the entire party is structured with. These are the pillars of the party. Look at the Narada tapes, you know, not a single word from the Trinamool Congress. Leave aside a police officer, district superintendent shown collecting money on behalf of an MP. The DG of police and even the Home Minister Mamta herself doesn't comment on that. The Trinamool Congress is taking his side. The party is taking his side. There is no official investigation on that count. We've seen this bridge collapse over here. And till date, we have not seen anybody from the Trinamool Congress come ahead and say that exactly which level of government is going to be culpable and be held responsible for this. With this thing coming across, it's very clear that the Trinamool structure in West Bengal.
No, in fact,
totally
can I add to that and say that Arnab, just as a perspective from a journalist, the Trinamool just does not bother about most of these charges.
Well, I've got another interesting 4-minute chunk.
I mean, they just seem to think they're above all accountability.
So I'm extending the Newshour tonight.
They are practicing what you have done.
Siddharth,
both are in the same boat.
Siddharth, I'm extending the Newshour tonight. And if you have anyone in Kolkata, you know who is.
Arnab, I just want to ask you something. Arnab.
Yes, Nilanjana. Yes, Nilanjana.
I want to ask I just want to make a suggestion. I want to say that why don't we initiate measures? There are so many people from all different parties. Why can't we have decriminalization of politics?
That's a long-time measure. There's an election going on and Mamta Banerjee. No, there's an election going on. There's a convenient arrangement between the political class and people like the Bidhannagar mayor. No, we have the Bidhannagar mayor.
No, one has to start somewhere.
We have a mayor in
one more request.
No, Nilanjana, long-term solutions are fine.
Arnab,
we have a mayor in
I want to
simple way.
No, one second. Simple question here is
Arnab, I also want to ask some.
But Nilanjana, listen.
Arnab, I also want to ask one more thing. Why aren't we talking about remedial measures also?
No, because Nilanjana, you know what?
Please ask
Nilanjana, because I'll give you a simple reason why. I'll give you a simple reason why, because I don't believe in academic debates. We can sit here until kingdom come. We can have a long discussion on remedial measures, how we should change society, how we should decriminalize, how we should all become nice people, how we should all do nice things, etc., etc.
No, it's not
My
about
question
that.
My question is simply this. No, Nilanjana, let's be very serious.
it's about
let's be very serious. We have got the mayor of Bidhannagar on camera accepting that he takes the support of the syndicate. Now he can say these are not syndicate members. We have a mayor of Bidhannagar in Kolkata 4 days after the Kolkata Flyover tragedy openly admitting a political quid pro quo with members of the syndicate.
It's unfortunate.
And I
It's
think
very
tonight, if we are going to come back to this, extend the news hour. Let the people of Kolkata ask for answers when I come back.
He is saying government will fall if you take action against
He is
syndicate.
saying if I take action against the syndicate, the government will fall. Mamata Banerjee, this is your man. He says your government will fall.
Vidhan Nagar elections held last year, the way they were conducted.
Well, okay. I think
the chief election officer who conducted the election did not
Okay, when we
declare
come
the
back,
results. He had to resign midway and go away. 22 journalists were assaulted during the Vidhan Nagar elections, and this is the mayor of that very what you call area.
Okay, Fuad, Halim, when I come back, we'll run a 4-minute chunk. As I said, you haven't heard anything yet. When I come back, a 4-minute chunk of a non-stop expose. Mohammed Salim, I'm going to dial you again. We're getting more reactions, a 4-minute chunk. If you haven't heard the best of the Kolkata, the Vidhan Nagar mayor, Ms. Mamata Banerjee, tell us what you think about this. Coming back in just a few minutes. People of Kolkata, watch this. The best part is still to come. Let's get Prema Sridevi on the screen. She's broken the story out there, which is going to become a big talking point this election season in Kolkata. Now, as per this sting, which you did, how did the sting happen? I mean, eventually, first he spoke to you. Did he say all this in the course of the first conversation, or did he actually say this when he thought the camera was not rolling?
Arnab, initially when I did the interview with him, he did not really speak much about the syndicate, but the moment that the interview was over and when I was about to leave, that was when he asked me to sit back and relax, and then we started having this conversation about the syndicate, and he started becoming more candid, and that's when I thought that it's better to get this on record, because people of Kolkata, people of the country really need to know, Arnab, what's happening. In fact, at one point he even went on to say, when I asked him if I am a person who owns a property and if I want to get a building erected, and if I tell the syndicate, no, I'm just going to get cement from my person, from my private person, what will the syndicate do? Won't the syndicate harm me? So he says that the syndicate won't harm you, but the syndicate, then I went on to ask him, there are fights between the syndicates, there have been instances when syndicates have shot at people, have murdered people. So to that he says, yes, syndicates hurl bombs, they shoot people, they kill people, they fight, but they won't do it to the customers, they won't do it to you, but amongst themselves they'll do it. And he says that ye to Hindustan hai, yahan pe sab to chalta hai. So this is the attitude of the mayor of Kolkata. In fact, Arnab, if you see, when we did this investigation, initially we started, we tried to find out what really happened in Girish Park. Why did the bridge collapse? But when we started delving deeper into this problem, we understood that the bridge collapse, Arnab, is only the tip of the iceberg, and the real story is the larger malice. And the larger malice, Arnab, is the syndicate. But because many people tell us that there are many high-rises, many buildings, many flyovers in Kolkata which are built by the materials, the cheap materials that have been provided by the syndicate, and many high-rises and buildings and flyovers, Arnab, is a disaster in waiting.
Well, let's play another 4-minute chunk. Okay, you want to say something, yeah. Anand Gupta of the Builders Association of India?
From Builders of India, what we feel, the main issue...
Is there a syndicate in Kolkata or not?
No,
is there a syndicate in Kolkata? No, how can you not be aware? Is there a syndicate in Kolkata or not? Is there a syndicate in Kolkata or not?
What we have to, let us discuss for a minute, an important
issue. Is there a syndicate in Kolkata or not?
I am not aware.
You're not aware?
I won't be able to comment whether...
What do you mean I won't be able to comment? You're seeing all this happen. Are you aware of it or not? Are politicians... do you have to... Sir, are there politicians who are...
All the speakers have concentrated their discussion on this political movement, whatever is going on.
Is there a syndicate in Kolkata or not?
The important thing which you are forgetting is there some construction accident has taken place. Few people have died. It should not it should not happen again, and people should not lose life. That we are not.
Don't give me homilies and moral science lessons on the news. Here's another clip. Hear this. This is a 4-minute clip. 1 second.
Arnab,
let's hear this.
To the Mr. Builder.
Mayor is saying syndicate is here, and builder is saying
Mayor says syndicate is here. Builder says I have no idea about it. Bizarre. Jayanto, Ghoshal, listen to this part. This is very interesting. Listen to this part now. This is the Vidhan Nagar Mayor viewers. Listen to this part. Listen to this part. Let's play it.
आप कह रहे हैं कि पॉलिटिशियंस पैसे नहीं लेते, ये कोई बिलीव करेंगे, स्पेशली जर्नलिस्ट बिलीव करेंगे?
नहीं, मैं इलेक्शन लड़ रहा हूँ, मुझे मेरा 15 नहीं, मैं बता रहा हूँ आपको, मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, 15-16 लाख रुपया खर्चा होगा, मेरा अकाउंट में
सिर्फ 16 लाख
16 से 17 लाख मैक्सिमम, क्योंकि यह जरूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि आपको बता रहा हूँ ये जो
तो ये 16 लाख रुपए कहीं से तो आएगा।
आप बता रहा हूँ मेरे पार्टी, अभी आप स्कीम ऑपरेशन चालू रखिए, 5 लाख रुपया मेरे पार्टी दिया है, मेरा पार्टी मेरा अपना बिजनेस। पॉलिटिक्स इज नॉट माई प्रोफेशन, आई हैव माई बिजनेस एंड आई एम पेइंग अ वेरी ह्यूज इनकम टैक्स। मेरा 15-16 का असेसमेंट भी हो चुका है, मेरा मिसेस का दोनों। तो फ्रॉम देयर आई हैव ट्रांसफर्ड 5.5 lakhs, 10.5 I have got, and 5 lakhs those who are income tax payer, they are renowned businessmen, they are
donation.
Yes, they are giving.
और ये सिंडिकेट के लोग भी, वो भी because you are supporting them, वो भी दे
नहीं, वो लोग पैसा नहीं दे रहे, वो लोग जो कर रहे हैं वो लोग अपने जी जान देके खर्च कर रहे हैं। आज मेरे नॉमिनेशन, यस
जैसे क्या करते हो?
आज मेरे नॉमिनेशन हुआ है, उसमें करीब 150-200 बस लेके आए, बस
25 सिंडिकेट के लड़के।
हाँ, 25,000 आदमी मेरे साथ नॉमिनेशन देने गए, 25,000 आदमी मिनिमम।
और ये 25,000 आदमी सिंडिकेट के लड़के,
उसमें
वो पैसा नहीं देते, आप कह रहे कि
फिजिकली एंड दे आर कैरिंग द वोट्स, दे आर ब्रिंगिंग द वोट्स। कम से कम 25,000 में मैं 2,000 को बाद भी दे देता हूँ।
तन मन धन है या तन और मन ही है?
तन और मन, धन जरूरत नहीं। इन लोगों को पता है कि एक दिन करूंगा तो 4.5 साल 4 साल 364 दिन रिन्यू करा लूंगा एमएलए हम लोग का साथ। 4 साल 364 दिन हम लोग का एमएलए साथ देगा, हम लोग फिर 4 साल 364 दिन अपना शांति से कमाऊंगा, एक दिन एमएलए के लिए करेंगे।
इसलिए लोग
एकदम जी जान लेके कर रहे। आज तक मेरे असेंबली में मैं 10 रुपया खर्चा नहीं किया हूँ, मैं कैंडिडेट आज नॉमिनेशन दे चुका हूँ, 10 रुपया खर्चा नहीं किया हूँ, सिर्फ मैंने 10,000 रुपया खर्चा किया हूँ मेरा नॉमिनेशन वो पीसीआरसी कटवाने के लिए।
नहीं तो खर्चा किस चीज के लिए होता है?
खर्चा आपका वॉल राइटिंग, आपका होर्डिंग, बैनर, पोस्टर, ये सब वही लोग कर रहे हैं,
सिंडिकेट के लोग।
हाँ, वो लोग कर रहे हैं, आराम से कर रहे हैं, आराम से कर रहे हैं।
तो आपका तो कुछ खर्च करना ही नहीं है।
हाँ, मैं इसीलिए बोल रहा हूँ, मेरा अपना गाड़ी का डीजल, मेरा अपना नॉमिनेशन, और थोड़ा बहुत जो गरीब एकदम गरीब जगह है उसमें थोड़ा बहुत कोई पोलिंग डे का खर्चा, ये सब मिला के 7 से 10 लाख रुपया लगेगा। नहीं तो एक इलेक्शन करने में कम से कम 50-60 लाख रुपया लगता है।
तो इसीलिए आप बोल रहे हो कि इतना 16 जितना
मुझे मिला है, वो तो मुझे जो बचेगा मैं तो अपने अकाउंट में फिर ट्रांसफर करा दूंगा।
तो सारे सिंडिकेट लड़कों को पता है कि आप उनको सपोर्ट करते हैं।
जी हाँ,
तो वो आपको सपोर्ट करते हैं,
एकदम खुलेआम कर रहे हैं, खुलेआम कर रहे हैं। वो लोग बोलते हैं हम लोग का रोजी रोटी है, हम लोग टीएमसी सीपीएम बीजेपी नहीं समझते, हम लोग का रोजी रोटी, हम लोग का
जब सरकार पावर में है, हम
लोग पावर में नहीं। मैं जब नहीं थे तब भी मेरा साथ था, मैं 95 से हूँ। ज्योति बाबू, मैं इस क्षेत्र से रहता, जिस क्षेत्र में रहते थे सीपीएम का, ज्योति बाबू का आप नाम सुनी होंगे, उनका क्षेत्र से मैं 95 से काउंसिलर जीतता रहा हूँ। नाउ आई एम द मेयर, previously I was the vice chairman. Since 1995 at the time of CPIM also I was running thumping majority. I was winning by thumping majority. मुझे हराना मुश्किल है, नामुमकिन है।
He gives a Don type line at the end. You heard that? मुझे हराना मुश्किल ही नहीं, नामुमकिन है, सिद्धार्थ सिंह. And he says ये लोग सिंडिकेट लोग मेरे लिए जी जान से काम कर रहे हैं.
I told you it's a Hindi film.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, Siddharth.
Arnab, this is a big proof for the election commission to take note. Let me tell you what BJP is going to do. I have not spoken, but I know I am going to get full backing. Based on your sting, tomorrow we are moving the election commission. We are going into the High Court and we are going to ensure that this person who is on your sting, he doesn't contest and his nomination is cancelled. It is more than enough. This is not democracy. It cannot be tolerated. And therefore, Election Commission is duty bound not to allow this person to contest. That is very, very legitimate demand that we are going to make tomorrow.
And Fuad, Halim, may I ask you, the BJP says it's going to the Election Commission with this investigation. What about the left? Are you going to be on the back foot of this? Or are you also going to take this up?
This is a clear violation, and this is a continuing expose of the Trinamool Congress. We've seen the Narada tapes explicitly show that prior to the Lok Sabha elections, you had many members of the Trinamool who were fighting the Lok Sabha election, accepting money from dubious antecedents. With the same we are seeing here, very clearly on tape, you've got a person who's standing for elections who very clearly says that he is going to go to spend money that's above the ceiling of the election commission. He is going to raise this money through his friends who are not going to provide him cash directly but support him with materials and everything. So this is an explicit. There is no two ways about it. It has to go to the election commission. But what is more important, Arnab, in your program, the threat perception of the syndicates is so high that the Builders Association, that gentleman has not accepted that syndicates exist.
Yeah, he's denying it. He's denying it.
Perception the syndicates have created under.
Are you scared of them?
No, I'm not at all scared of anything. But the point here is...
Are you scared of this Kolkata syndicate?
Point here is...
Are you scared of the Kolkata syndicate,
sir? The major issue on which this construction
I'm
has
sure they can't do
failed,
anything.
there can be design failure, there can be...
What design failure?
Supervision failure.
We are not talking about the Kolkata Flyover.
Which we are not
talk about the syndicate. Talk about the syndicate. Talk about the syndicate.
This cannot only be the reason for such kind of accident.
No, talk about the syndicate. You are also a participant in...
demon that the Trinamool Congress has built up here in West Bengal. They use it for their elections, they use it for running their organization. This is where their source of money comes from.
Let's not pressurize the common people of Bengal. Have some sympathy. They have lived a life for last 40 years.
Besides the criminality and the illegality,
terrible. They have lived like this under the left rule. They haven't seen democracy. They are seen exactly the same under the TMC. Please spare the Bengal people. They are scared. They were scared. It was a
this is mafia, Siddharth.
During election.
But this is mafia. This is mafia.
Can I just
make one? It is the mafia which continues for last 40 years. And they are giving lectures. The communists have no business to give lectures.
Diluting the fight.
They all have together in 40 years killed democracy
the fight
in Bengal.
And diverging from the focal point.
It's not diluting. You have no business because you also do the same thing and you will continue to do the same thing if TMC is out. You and TMC are the same side of the coin. I'm telling you honestly, Arnab, on your show.
The syndicates and the
yes, tomorrow I am going to take it to the election commission and move High Court. It is a serious challenge for the election commission to hold a free and fair election.
Viewers, please don't dilute the fight.
Viewers, can I watch out the BJP?
Don't put the pressure on a common man there in Bengal. They are scared.
This is dilute the fight. They would always like to what you call distract the people's attention from the focal issue that the Trinamool is culpable in each and every incident.
Has done exactly for 34 years and you continue doing that. And that is why the violence is happening in Bengal. That's a culture inculcated by CPM which continues by the TMC. Both are mirror image and they both are worse than each other. You all have no respect for democracy.
No, but focus on the issue tonight, Siddharth. Siddharth not saying you cannot have no 1 minute just Fuad.
But at least on this issue, please focus on the TMC and their misdeeds. Please do not dilute.
Arnab, can I take it away from
No, just one. I'd like to get Saba in. You see, please.
The syndicates have flourished under the TMC rule.
Fuad, see. Look at the seriousness of what is happening. You are seeing. Viewers, look at this. Look at this. No, Siddharth, look at this from, even if you look at it not from a Kolkata lens, you just broad-base it to a national lens. What you are seeing here today is an open quid pro quo between a political class and the mafia. It's only that these things are always spoken about, that politicians are neck deep in construction mafia. This has been actually exposed tonight. If the BJP takes it up with the election commission, I don't know. But I think the election commission should take note of it suo moto and take some action this time. Yes, Saba. No, Saba.
Arnab, basically I want to, Siddharth, Siddharth, let's just move away from what you're trying to say, because the BJP is not really going to do well with all these bad options. But let's not go there. That's not what I want to say.
Saba,
Beyond the
Saba,
sheer illegality, the immorality, and the corruption, look at the danger. Look at the danger this kind of nexus creates for ordinary citizens. Siddharth, let me talk. Siddharth, you just been shouting. Let me talk.
No, but you
Siddharth, let me talk.
raising that BJP. Who are you to tell me? You're not even a voter of Bengal.
Besides the illegality, please let me finish.
We've got
Siddharth,
a mayor of Siddharth. Here we have on tape an MLA of that area.
Do not
and
get
let's
personal
not
about
distract.
it. I'm making a larger point.
Is a Trinamool
Siddharth, I'm making a larger point. So Arnab, I was saying, besides the illegality, the criminality, the immorality, look at what this is a lesson actually for the rest of India, that because of the nexus between politicians and builders and bad things getting into buildings, this is why buildings collapse so easily all over India.
Has done more than 100,
this is an
more than 200 projects throughout the country
what can happen in
successfully.
Bengal. We've just seen what has happened.
It is not only a company which is working only in Calcutta, it is also working in Hyderabad.
No, watch it. I want, Siddharth, you are also under test now. One second, Siddharth, watch it.
Lovely way.
2,500 turnover in a one word. Putting a whole blame on that.
Anandji, you know something? Don't tell me that builders are not part of corruption, that they don't compromise with businessmen. Today we've only shown the direct link between the mafia on the one side, the political class on the other. Don't tell me you don't know about the syndicate in Kolkata. And to the BJP tonight. And to the BJP tonight, you know,
we are diverting the subject on the other side.
Yes, sir. We are not diverting.
No reason we are diverting the subject.
Anand Gupta, you represent the Builders Association of India. Do not tell me that
it should not happen again.
Anand Gupta, don't pretend that you don't know about the mafia. We're going to uncover it. By the way, viewers, this is part one of our reports. We have a lot on this whole story. I want to go to Jayanto out here. And by the way, Jayanto, you know, we sometimes must look at the on-record and off-record side of these people. This same man who's openly talking about the syndicate, can I play an on-record part? You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked at the double standards of this man, this Sabyasachi. I'll now play on-record part. You saw the off-record part where he was boasting about the syndicate? Viewers, just look at how the same man, when he's on record, speaks a different language to Prema Sridevi. Here's a clip of that. Here it is.
जो विक्टिम्स है, जो प्रॉपर्टी बिल्डर्स है, सब लोग हमसे बात कर रहे हैं और वैसे ही बोल रहे हैं कि ऐसा सिंडिकेट ये सब करते हैं.
ये आपका बना हुआ चीज़ है, ये टाइम्स नाउ का एकदम बनाया हुआ चीज़ है. टाइम्स नाउ ने आज तक खुद टाइम्स नाउ से मैं पूछता हूँ, आपको अगर आपका घर है राजारहाट में? नहीं है. अगर आपका है
तो आप कह रहे कोई प्रॉपर्टी डीलर ऐसा नहीं होगा राजारहाट में जो ऐसा सब कहते होंगे.
ये आपका बनाया हुआ है, शायद ही नहीं होगा. क्योंकि अगर कोई गरीब जाके अगर सर झुका के, पहले भी था, अभी हम लोग उसको चेंज कर दिए हैं. हम लोग उसको बोले हैं कि आपने अगर काम करना है सर झुका के जाके काम मांगिए. आप ईंटा बालू गिट्टी देते हैं.
किसको सर झुकाना है? सिंडिकेट वालों को?
नहीं. जो लोग सामान बेचते हैं वो लोग जाके, आप अगर बिल्डिंग बनाते हैं, आपका पास जाके बोलते हैं कि दीदी हमने गरीब आदमी है, आपको अगर लेना है आप तो मार्केट से
उनको सर झुका के आना चाहिए हमारे पास और बोलना है कि हमसे ले ले.
आपको अगर आप तो मार्केट से खरीदना ही है. लोहा और सीमेंट हम लोग बेच नहीं सकते हैं क्योंकि लोहा हम लोग प्रोड्यूस नहीं करते और सीमेंट हम लोग देते नहीं है.
और ये सिंडिकेट का जो गुंडाइज्म जो चल रहा है,
ये आपका बनाया हुआ है. ये आपका बनाया हुआ है.
गुंडाइज्म नहीं है.
एकदम नहीं है. दूसरी बात है,
इनफैक्ट वी स्पोक टू अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल, ओके, सो पीपल आर सेइंग दैट बोथ सीपीएम एज वेल एज टीएमसी, हर पार्टी का अपना सिंडिकेट है. और ये हद तक लोग कह रहे हैं कि आप जो है, आप राजारहाट न्यू टाउन में, दे आर सेइंग दैट यू आर द लीडर ऑफ द टीएमसी सिंडिकेट.
देखिए, मेरा असेंबली में वोटर का साथ तो मुझे रहना है. आप जैसे आपका प्रेस का साथ रहते, आपका टाइम्स नाउ जो मांगेंगे आप वही कीजिएगा। आपको ब्रिज गिरा है, आप आ गए ईंटा बालू में। ब्रिज बना है लोहा से, आप ईंटा बालू में आ गए। तो
क्योंकि आपका वोटर्स का आपका कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी है, क्योंकि वहां पे आपके लोग रहते हैं, तो इसीलिए आपको सिंडिकेट को सपोर्ट करना पड़ता है।
देखिए, सिंडिकेट बोल के कोई सामान है नहीं,
वो लोग हैं।
लोग अगर कोई इमारती सामान, घर बनाने का सामान बेचते हैं, ये कोई इलीगल आइटम नहीं है, प्रोहिबिटेड आइटम नहीं है। कोई घर बनाने का सामान अगर बेचते हैं तो मैं उसके खिलाफ।
तो आप सिंडिकेट के खिलाफ हो या उसको सपोर्ट करते हो? आपका स्टैंड क्या है? सिंडिकेट को लेके आपका स्टैंड क्या है?
सिंडिकेट बोल के मुझे तो कोई आइटम जानते नहीं है। ट्रेड लाइसेंस मिलता है तो ईंटा बालू गिट्टी का या बिल्डिंग मटेरियल्स का। सिंडिकेट बोल के आज तक कोई।
अभी तो आप सिंडिकेट को एक्सप्लेन कर रहे थे ना कि सिंडिकेट बोले तो ये
जो सामान पूछ रहे मैं वही बोल।
आप ये जो बोलते हैं, हाँ, ये जो सिंडिकेट है, आप उसको सपोर्ट करते हो ऐसे लोगों को या आप उनके खिलाफ हो?
मैं एक शब्द में आपको बता देना चाहता हूं कि ये सिंडिकेट का जो शब्द है, ये मीडिया, खास करके आप लोग का कुछ मीडिया का बनाया हुआ चीज।
आपके राजारहाट न्यू टाउन एरिया में ही लोग इसके बारे में कहते हैं, सबको पता है, आपको भी पता है, और सब बोलते हैं। सब आपके लोकल मीडिया ही रिपोर्ट कर रहे हैं कि स्मिता बख्शी, संजय बख्शी, रजत बख्शी, बॉबी हकीम, ये सारे लोग दे वर द सब कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स, दे वर डीलिंग विद अ पर्टिकुलर कंपनी अंडर द IVRCL। ये सब क्या है? आप इसके बारे में क्या कहना चाहेंगे? हम नहीं कह रहे, ये आपके ओन मीडिया, स्टेट मीडिया इज सेइंग दिस।
देखिए, आपने जितना दिखाना है आप दिखा सकते हैं। शायद इसमें आपका TRP भी नहीं बढ़ेगा, और TRP बढ़ेगा तो मैं खुश रहूंगा कि टाइम्स नाउ दूसरे मीडिया का जरिया।
No, आई एम आस्किंग अ वैलिड क्वेश्चन।
It is not a valid question because Smita Bakshi, Sanjay Bakshi और Bobby Hakim doesn't supply all these materials. Neither they're
not the subcontractor.
No. Smita Bakshi, Sanjay Bakshi and Bobby Hakim, I know them personally very well. They are not the suppliers. They are not, neither they are the contractors. Whoever is doing the contractor, they should be punished. If they have done the bad thing, they should be punished.
So, in such a scenario, when this Narada has come out and the flyover collapse and so many allegations being hurled at the TMC, you're still very sure that your party is really going to fare well these elections?
Absolutely, because Times Now cannot lose us.
The absurd comment of the day. Times Now cannot lose us. I think he's lost all credibility tonight. And I don't know, Saba and Jayanto, let me take it from you. You've seen this. On the eve of the election, the mayor of Bidhannagar caught on tape in the way that he is. Can Mamta afford to brazen this one out as well? Given that what happened in the Kolkata Flyover tragedy is fresh in the minds of people. Can Mamta afford to brazen this out and say, I don't care. This also is a left conspiracy. You think she can do that? Jayanto, what do you think? Jayanto da.
I think this is the system now. You cannot break this system. If you break what Sabyasachi said, that government will fall, that I don't know, because the election is now on. But Arnab, I am giving a very small anecdote, and very quickly, just few months back, there was I cannot disclose the name. A lot of people, they know the person. He had a very old house, and he said that the syndicate people are actually coming and claiming a lot of monies, and the builders also they are saying that they cannot start work. You have to pay the money first, and it's a lakhs and lakhs of monies, and after that the builder said that we can start the work. So builders actually closed and stopped the work.
Okay.
They said that we can't restart, and you have to pay. And he called me and said that the chief minister and a lot of people, please help me.
Yeah.
I said that this is a very small issue. I should not tell chief minister, but I told some of our friend journalists, and he told the local Salt Lake Rajarhat councillor, and immediately they said that if you have to pay, then we will go to media. And next day the person said that builder, and they came and they said that, no, you start this work, and they were actually.
I'm short of time.
This is a very peculiar.
I'm short of time. Let's see what political parties do tomorrow. Let's see whether the BJP sticks to its promise of raising it with the election commission, or what the left does. Yes, Saba. Yes, Saba, quickly.
Trust me, it'll happen.
Okay, let's see.
You know, Arnab, about your question, can Mamta afford to brazen it out? You know, the thing is that she will brazen it out, but there is a mounting, at least in the urban sector, in metros, in a certain section, there is now a growing disgust with this, and this only reinforces the belief. Because what you have shown right now, one has always heard of slums where people give haftas. It sounds like in the whole of Calcutta, nobody can build anything or do anything.
Well, we have a lot of
answering to a parallel criminal system.
Where we have a lot more. We have a lot more on tape
against basic freedoms of citizens.
Sure, we have a lot more on tape. We have a lot more on tape. This is becoming a big story. We're going to follow it tomorrow in a big way. Kolkata Syndicate is the hashtag. We'll follow the political reactions, and our reporters have more that's coming up tomorrow. Thank you all very much for joining me tonight. Thank you.